We're just started, so welcome again at the Prague University of Economics and Business for the webinar for new admitted students. You know me, I am Veronica. I am working especially with the applicants to the ISM program, Information System Management, but probably even the students who apply to the EDA, Economic Data Analysis program, met me in the past. And here's also Teresa, the coordinator for the bachelor's program, Economic Data Science. Hi, Teresa.
Hello, Veronica. I would like to thank you for everyone who is coming to today's webinar. I am happy that I'm here because I would like to also know some new information from students about dorms.
Great, thank you very much. And this webinar will be really very special because it will be not given by me, but I would like to welcome here also our student. Hi, Sophia.
Hello. I am the student of the EDS program, which Teresa is a coordinator of, and I created the presentation with Diego.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome you here. And Diego is the student of the ISM program, of the master program. Hi, Diego.
Hi, everybody. I'm Diego. I am ISM Masters. I'm currently doing my last semester for FIS, doing the thesis, and I'm happy to be here today to tell you a little bit about the dormitories and whatever information you may need.
Thank you very much. So you will see it will be very special because this will be really presented by the students, Sophia and Diego. So they will just now start with the presentation, and afterwards, when they will finish, you can just give them any questions related to dorms, or even it could be other questions. So Sophia, you can start. The floor is yours.
Thank you. I will share my screen. I hope everyone can see it. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, 1 second. Okay, I'll have this. Okay. So I will just give you like the information about the dorms. You can find most of the information online on the FIS website under the like subcategory of the dormitories. But me and Diego have both lived in the dormitory or currently live in the dormitory. So like maybe we can offer you some more insider info, or like if there's anything specific you would want to ask, which is not on the website, we can also list it. But this presentation is more like generally about the dormitories. So here you can see all of the dormitories which are listed, which are members of the FIS dormitory. The last three dormitories are more uncommon, I would say, that most of the students reside in the first five. In Palachova Dormitory and University Hotel, Islerova and Telerova, they are all in like one area, as well as I think the Roosevelt Dormitory. And there's this really big dormitory campus as well with like sports facilities and canteens, which we will talk about later. But these are the main dormitories. The dormitory Yarrow, which I'm currently staying at, is a little bit further away from these, but it's only like a 10-minute walk, I would say, or like 2 stops by the tram. So it's not really far away. And the University Hotel, some students also stay here, but this is more of like an opportunity for, like, let's say if you have some family visiting, so they can stay at the University Hotel, like even with you, and there's usually better prices than at the commercial hotels in Prague. And I think this presentation will be shared to you. So if you just click on these links, you will be taken into the individual webpage of each dormitory. And you can also find the price list of the dormitory in this link. And usually the prices, I will talk about that later. The general facilities of the dorm is that they, of course, include a bedroom, which is either single rooms or you can have them shared. And usually the shared ones are shared with 2 people, but there can be even more, I think. And you have a shared bathroom per dormitory flat, you have like one bathroom and one shared kitchen with a fridge. And usually there's also a kettle and there's an induction stove where you can cook your food on. And although there's no oven in the shared kitchens, which are in the flats, but every dormitory has one bigger kitchen where there is an oven. So you really can make all types of food that you would like. And then there's a laundry room. So it works in a way that there is this central website called ISCAM. And here you can make all of the reservations that you would need. So for example, if you need to use the laundry room, you just go to the ISCAM website and you make a reservation for what time you need to use the laundry room. It's really simple. And by this laundry room, you don't have to use any like public laundries. You really can just walk down to the laundry room and have it all in the same building. In some of the dorms, there's also a gym, but you need to make a membership. It is not free, but the membership is really like just a symbolic price, like compared to all the other gyms in Prague. The gym memberships are really quite low. Like I think it's only around 300 or 400 crowns. And again, if you want to create a gym membership, you do it in the website ISCAM. Or if you want to go to the gym like only one time, you also do this in ISCAM and you pay a smaller fee. There is a reception for if you need any help. The main reception is, I think, at the university hotel. So like if anything happens, like you get locked out of your room or anything, you just contact the reception. There's a central number and they're there 24/7. So they really can help you all the time. There are some social rooms in each of the dormitories. There's, for example, in my dormitory in Yarrow, there's billiard and there's a huge TV with sofas and there's a piano for all the piano players. And in the other dorms in Aisladova and Palachova, there's a bigger seating area and there's many games. There's even some drinks that are offered in this place called Magneto Bar. And there's some other places where you can study, which are more quiet. They're like study rooms. In my dormitory, these rooms are on each floor. So you really don't have to travel too far. For example, if your roommate is doing something and you want to study, you can go to the study rooms. And there's some common items which the dormitories provide, such as ironing boards, vacuum cleaners, or anything which is a little more expensive. So you don't have to buy it. You can just purchase, you can just rent it for free. You can just go to the reception of your dorm and ask for these items. And so you don't have to like really buy anything that expensive. And how to apply for the dormitory. This is one of the most important things, I think. You can find the detailed steps by clicking on this link, which will just take you to the FIS website where it's all written down. But I wrote it to summarize. And you have to firstly be enrolled to FIS. But I think this will just basically be a confirmation from the school that yes, you are coming to the school. And then you have to submit an application on this website, which I just talked about on ISCAM. And
just a small interruption. I see the deadlines you have in the presentation, Sophia. For the new students, deadlines are quite different because the new students have to apply starting from 6th of June till 7th July.
I'm sorry, I did not know this. Maybe it was changed since I applied. But okay, I can change it on the presentation.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, okay, so thank you for correcting. So basically, you will just have an application deadline on this ISCAM website, and I suggest that you apply as soon as possible, as soon as you'll know, because when you apply in the first round of the applications, then you get to choose your preferred room. So you really can pick like which one would you prefer. To my knowledge, when I was applying, you could pick two of your like most preferred dormitories. And then within that, you could pick like if you wanted a single room or a shared room. And if you're early, you're very likely to get the room you picked. But if you apply later, then you will only receive what is left, like if you know what remained for the other people. So I suggest that as soon as you know that you are like ready to apply, then you should do it because then you have the freedom of choice. And one thing that you do have to do to be able to apply is that you have to pay 8,000 crown fee, which is just a deposit. So you will it will be returned to you once you leave the dormitory. But you have to pay this in order to apply. Like during the application process, you also pay it. And this basically you just also pay this fee on the ISCAM website. It's just general like online payment you can do, and it will always be sitting in your account. And once you decide to leave for summer break, or if you decide you don't want to live in the dorms, this fee will be returned to you. And yes, I think I spoke of this. And there is the move-in times. There is a general like longer period of when you can move in, but it always happens during the weekdays. But honestly, like I was not able to come during the weekdays also when I moved into my dorm. And I just messaged the coordinator of my dorm and or the manager of my dorm, and we figured it out. Like basically she just left me the keys for my dorm in an outside mailbox, so which was like secured, so everything can be like done, but usually the move-in time is during the weekdays. And this ISCAM website, I really suggest that you familiarize yourself with it. You can also click the link in the presentation here. I added it, and it's really used for everything that's connected to the dorms. You can make the reservations for all the services that the dorms offer. You can make the payments. So for example, when you use the washing machine, you usually pay like 40 crowns. So you can pay it in the ISCAM. If there's anything wrong with your dorm or you want to like complain about something, you can file like an official complaint on the ISCAM website. You can purchase the memberships, as I said, and your contracts are stored there. So when you apply for the dormitory, if you are a EU resident, the dormitory basically fills out a contract for you, which is just a contract of the fact that you have that you are residing in the dormitory as a foreigner. And if you do, oh, basically, I'm sorry, if you attend FIS, then it is filled out for you and you don't have to do anything. And basically, this contract is always found in ISCAM. So, for example, when you want to apply to a job, or if you would just need a contract for anything, you usually have to like give your job this contract that you are residing currently in Czech Republic. And you can find this contract on ISCAM. So it's really simple. Like you don't have to message anyone. You can just download the file. And there is this handbook which I attached, and it's basically, it shows all of the things on how to use ISCAM. It shows what all the functions of it and what you can do. So maybe check it out too. And if you can't find something on ISCAM, which I don't think there's many things you can't find on ISCAM since there's a lot of things, then you can contact your dorm manager. And it's different for each dorm, but there is a central accommodation email also who you can contact. And I just wanted to say a few words about my dormitory. I live in the Yarrow 2 dormitory, and I actually recently made the blog post about it, which you can click here and you can see it there. It's on the FIS website. And I really talked about like all the pros and cons of it. But I just want to say in short that it's one of the cheapest options in Žižkov. Žižkov is the area where the university is located. It is very close to the university, and it has many single rooms and many double rooms as well. It has all the facilities I listed a few slides ago, except a 24-hour receptionist. But actually, starting, I think from now, there will be a receptionist as well. So it really has all the facilities you would need to. It is unfortunately one of the drawbacks is that it is not in the main dormitory area, which I spoke of, where there is basically this 4 or 5 dormitories which are in one area, and they also have the sports center in it. And Yarrow is around 10 minutes from it by foot. So it's not directly in this main dorm area, but it is very close. So I think if whenever you want to use the main dorm area's facilities, you can just really walk there or take the tram, and it's very close. It also has super close to supermarkets and to a park, so it is really a nice location. And if you plan to come with a couple, you can even have option to book a couple room, which I put the photo of here. It is a really big room. It has a double bed and many amenities, and it's very spacious. So it really has a lot of the options for the rooms. But I suggest if you want to know more about it, then you can check the blog post. And that is all from my side of the PowerPoint, and I will hand the word to Diego.
Thank you, Sophia. So yeah, I will be speaking to you, sorry, about the general dormitories. In my 2 years that I have been in Beshe, I have been in several of the dormitories. I was first in the one that Sophia lives right now, which is Yaro. And she is right. It is like a couple of minutes away, like a tram stop away from this picture that you're seeing. So even if you decide to go to Yarov dormitory, you pretty much have all the amenities relatively close to you. It was fairly easy to me, but I decided to move to these different dormitories once I had some more friends here in the university, and we decided to share a dormitory. So if you want, after you are in the dormitories, you can apply to have a specific roommate if there's somebody that you already have in mind, or if not, you will be paired with other international students. But okay, the general dormitory layout, as you can see, there's a Palahova dormitory and Uni Hotel. This is like the main building of dormitories that you will see. You can see this from the Strashny tram stop, which is like the main street that the Hartigova street, which is the main street in which the dormitories are located. And we have several sports facilities, like all of these sports facilities, like the volleyball pitch, the football pitch, and such, can be also reserved through the webpage that Sophia mentioned a couple of slides ago, through ISCAN. And that there's also this canteen that I will be speaking a bit more about in next slides. Please, Sophia, can you change slides? Thank you. So as you can see, that the other dormitory that Sophia mentioned in the list is the Aizlerova dormitory. This one is a bit more reserved for students who are doing Erasmus, but there is the possibility to also request one of these dorms once you have been more than 1 year, I believe, in the dormitories. But in general, there's availability in all of them, in all the ones that I have already mentioned in the previous picture. Oh, please, yes. And then there's also very interesting outdoor sports. That this one you don't have to necessarily reserve it. You can just go there at any of the opening sports hours and work out if that's your thing. And then there's also this very useful dormitory canteen that I have used quite a few times during my stay here. It's open during the weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we have like you could have like a complete meal for around 80 to 100 crowns. It's, I would say, considerably cheaper options than a lot of options. And having the student life, also having to manage work, it's also very useful to not think about having to prepare a meal or something. So this is very, very useful, I would say. This is again a general layout. You can see how the dormitories are all close together, and this sports area is also used for several events. For instance, this last week we had the Rector Sports Day, in which throughout the years also the university also celebrates like the university's birthday, and it's a big event with sports and like outdoor music. There you can see all the clubs, all the faculties doing their own activities. There's beer, there's So it's a very nice celebration, to be honest. And this all goes down in the dormitory. So even though some might think, oh, I don't want to live in the dormitories because, I don't want to share a room. Actually, it's a very big part about being in the university, to be honest. Most of my friends, I have made them, once I moved here to Czechia, most of my friends, I made them doing stuff around the dorms, doing football matches, or, as I said, activities that the university already does. This is the sort of stuff that you will be experiencing if you stay in the dorms. Please, next slide. And finally, I have a little quick guide about how we go into the university. Usually that is the go-to route. As you can see, I put like some little flags in the map. Those two closed flags are like the two main stations that that students use, is the Strashny station, and the other one is Khmelnytsia station. And the one that is a little bit more to the right is just one more station over, which is where Sophia, the dormitory that Sophia mentioned. But it's relatively 15 to 20 minutes all the time, pretty quick to get to university. Usually a single tram that you just have to take. But yeah, it's a pretty good location, to be honest. We have several restaurants, bars, we have some grocery shops, some parks. It's a very well located dormitory, to be honest. And yeah, this is practically everything that I have to say regarding staying there, and I would be glad to answer any of your questions.
Thank you very much for this very nice presentation, Sophia and Diego. I will just please complete a little bit the presentation with information how to apply for the new students. Basically, the new students usually can't really choose the room. You will be asked to complete the application form in ISCAM. It will be open for you from 6th June till 7th July. We all will send you information about how to apply. It's still time for that. We will send it to you for sure before the end of May. And you have to pay the booking deposit, as Sophia said, in amount of 8,000 crowns. And the rooms are just allocated to new students because, like usually, there is not possibility to choose the priority for choosing the room. Have just the students who already stayed in the dormitories before. But if you would like to do some changes, usually it's just needed to visit the dormitory manager and ask for the options. And if they see then after the new semester start that there are some other options, they always try to help the students to make the changes. So just definitely, if you will be allocated to the one of the building and you will prepare another one, don't be worried. For sure, it will be a chance to change it later. But again, new students are allocated to double bedroom. Single rooms just in very exceptional cases, because as I already mentioned, priority for choosing the rooms have current students and who are new students. So you will be in the position to choose your priority then next year when you will just extend your contract. So that's everything from us about the dormitories for now. And I will just now start recording this presentation.